Yeah, welcome to this live. This is MZURIFX, okay? So it's been a long time, but maybe this is the first time that most of you are getting to know me or getting to know what we do. And this is a synthetic indices trading analysis, where I normally analyze synthetic indices and also trade them. So I just want to welcome you guys, and I just pray that you guys you'll join me even as I do my analysis. You'll be part of the team, and actually you should be seeing the strategy that I use, okay? And what I normally say is that as long as you're profitable in your strategy, okay, as long as you're profitable in your strategy, then you're good to go. It's not all about this strategy and all that. It's are you profitable? Because there are guys who have very good strategies but don't know entries or exits, so this becomes a problem. One time you're making some profit, and the other time losses are just going you're just going down the drain, and losses are really biting you up, okay? So I just want to show you how I analyze, okay? And I just want you to be positive and just look at what we do or how we get to approach the market, okay? So we start with top-down analysis because this is crash 900, okay? So what I do is that I trade my strategy has support and resistance. It also has breakout strategy. So, and I also trade from zone to zone, okay guys? So I learned all this through some education. Definitely education is key, and also having some good guys, good mentors who can show you another picture of trading, because most of the people say it is a scam. Guys, let me tell you, before somebody arrives to be able to give you such a video or to do such a video, I've passed through a lot. I've passed through serious losses. I've blown accounts, and I've even tried to be a bit mischievous and just gone and just taken maybe somebody's account and see if I'm gonna get some good money, and things go bad. So what I'm showing you right now is out of the mistakes that made me be able to trade, okay? So this is what I want to do. I want to show you guys, but what I pray is that you guys shall understand and you guys shall follow what I'm doing, okay? So that you can understand how to approach the market according to how I see it. People see everything different. There are people who are not like me. They see things different, but it's okay. As long as I'm profitable, as long as you're profitable, that is good, okay? So this is a 24-hour time frame. This is top-down analysis, where you get to understand the market and see the approach which I took so that I'm able to get this trade. Actually, right now in my VIP, I was actually showing guys that I had taken this trade earlier, and I'll show you how I approached it, and what I think will happen to this market even as it goes, okay? So what I normally do is that I mark my zones, okay? First of all, I want to see where the market came from and what happened, okay? So I can see that the market was on a downtrend. So it reached somewhere whereby it wasn't able to break. So it started going, upwards, all right? That is why I say I also trade support and resistance, also supply and demand, okay? So it actually went and reached the support zone, okay? When it reached the support zone, you can see what happened, right? There were rejections that were here, okay? If I may show you, okay? There was a lot of rejections that were here. Why? Because the market reached a point where the price would not go lower, so it decided to go up. So the buyers took control and started driving the market up. Okay, so we can see the market went up until it reached a certain zone where it wasn't able to break. As you can see, it tried like how many times? About 2-3 times. You can see that, right? It tried a few times, it wasn't able to break, came back down, and then again, as you can see here, it reversed again. You can see this, it reversed. Okay, so it wasn't able to break that zone, then went again up to retest the resistance zone, of which it wasn't able to break. So what do? I will definitely mark this zone because I've just seen it's a zone of interest. Okay, all right, so you can see when it went up, it wasn't able to break, tried like 2 times here, wasn't able, broke. Okay, then came back up, broke again, went to test this major resistance zone, but it wasn't able. So how many times did it try? Let's say about 4 times. Okay, I'll also put this as a point of interest, this zone, because as you can see, when it went up, it came back to the same zone. All right, so it is a zone of interest. Okay, so I also mark it. All right, so when I look at it, I see that the time when it went up, wasn't able to break, it came down, then came and retested. Remember this zone of interest that I had marked. Look at this, it came back to that same zone. Look at that, the same zone. Okay, and wasn't able to break. So what happened? It went down, broke this zone that is here, went down, the market consolidated, as you can see, all that parallel, it was just going parallel, then it broke, retested, came down, and wasn't able to break again this zone. Okay, so look at this, then the market decides to go up. All right, it goes back to the same zone, the major resistance. It wasn't able to break. It tries like about how many times? 1 time, 2 time, then this is the 3rd time. Okay, now from my analysis, I will see that these are triple tops. So out of a triple top, what happens? This shows that the market tried to break this resistance zone like about 3 times. Okay, there is 1 time, 2 time, and the 3rd time. Okay, so it wasn't able to break, becomes a zone of interest, whereby I will start now zooming into this market. How do I do it? First of all, I also use trend lines. Okay, I use trend lines. Look at this, look at these guys. And when I use trend lines, when the market was here, that is where I took my trend line and I noticed that it broke the trend line. Okay, so what does the breakout strategy tell me? It tells me that this market has a possibility of coming back and retesting this zone, then going down. Okay, why? Because look at this, there are how many? There are triple tops. Okay, and there is also a neckline that is here. Look at this. And if I would zoom to this neckline and look at the past of the past market, look at this. It's also in a point of interest, whereby this neckline is touching a lot of necklines. Look at this here. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Look at this point. Look at this point. Okay, so what do I do right now? Okay, what do I do right now? So this is something that I'll want to watch closely. Okay, so what did I do? I went to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, now when I go to the 4-hour time frame, everything starts changing and I start looking at everything different. It starts giving me confirmations, okay, confirmations of the now market. Okay, so my point of interest was, how do I get into this trade? What am I supposed to do to get into this trade? Okay, look at this. The triple top was already there and it was already formed. So what I know is that this market might retrace and try to go back to the resistance, but I'm very sure that it might come and try to retest a neckline. Which neckline? This neckline here. This neckline or this neckline. So that is one thing that I see might happen. So what did I do? All right, when it broke, immediately I took a few positions, okay? Because I knew that it must come to this order block that is here. It has to test this order block, okay? It has to test this order block here. All right, it has to test it. So it is a point of interest. Remember, this is the neckline, okay? So let me go to the 1-hour time frame and start getting my entries, okay? Now you can see this. You can see this. You can see this. Look at this. Let me try and see if I can. Look at that, okay? The point of interest was this one. Look at this, look at this. The first touch, the second touch, then there is a break. So when I saw this and when it broke out and I saw a neckline, what happened? I got into the trade. Where? When it was here. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. Let me just get rid of this one bit, okay, so that we can look at this market differently. Okay, so already I detected the triple tops. Okay, so when I pulled this trend line, when there was a breakout, and also look at this, it is not just a breakout, there was a retest after the breakout, this retest here. Okay, so what did I do? I got into the trade. Okay, after the retest I got into the trade, and right now as we're talking, this is what happened. Okay, and I am anticipating that if the market breaks this zone, it's gonna come down till here. All right, till this zone here, till this zone. Okay, I'm anticipating that might come till this zone. Why am I saying till that zone? Look at this, the 4-hour time frame. This is a zone that I had marked. 24-hour time frame. It was a zone of interest. Remember, look at this red line. Okay, it is a point of interest. So, and it also, as you can see, it also has an order block that is here. Okay, and also there is a fair value gap that is here. Look at that. Okay, all right, there is a fair value gap that is there. So I'm expecting this might come till here, then might decide to go up. There is a possibility might come down, then go up. But if it breaks, I'm waiting for this market to start taking out these zones that I am marking, or that I had marked, these zones here. Okay, so that is how I took that trade. And you know, guys, it is that simple. Okay, it's that simple. You don't have to complicate trading. You really don't have to complicate it, because what I know is that every time you start complicating, this happens. You start getting confused. Okay, you get confused, you don't know what to do, then you try, after you get a loss, you try and even revenge trade. Okay, So guys, that is how I got my trade, and right now we are in profits. But right now I want to get out, because this also, you know, at the end of the day, I also like trailing my, you know, my profits. I trail them, and my trades, I trail them with a stop loss, so that I don't lose, because this is a market. You don't know, you're not 100% sure that this is gonna come down. It might even decide to come up and continue going up. But right now I'm in profit. Okay, all right, I'm expecting this might happen, yes, but not guaranteed. It is not yet guaranteed that is gonna happen. It's not guaranteed that this market is gonna come until down here. But if it breaks this zone, okay, if it breaks that zone, if I see, you know, if I see something of this sort comes down, now I'm expecting another, you know, another trade on the downside. But right now I cannot tell you that I'm 100% sure that it will come. So what do? I trail my profits, okay, then wait, okay, it comes and breaks maybe this zone, then I hop in again, okay, then I hop in again and come down till there. Okay, I hope you guys learned something. Okay, I hope you guys learned something. All right, I hope you guys learned something. So this is how I was able to take my trade, and this is how my trade is going. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame so that you can see better. Okay, this is how my trade is going. This is how I took this trade. Okay, and remember, this is crash. So every time it crashes, it gives you good money. It gives you pretty good money. Every time it crashes, this might seem like a very small trade, okay, but it's a huge trade, man. It is a huge trade, guys. If I would go to the maybe 5 minutes time frame, okay, let's see 5 minutes time frame. Look at that. Look at these guys. Look at this, man. Look at that. This is 5 minutes time frame. Look at that. Got in there and I've been minting until here, guys. This is a very good trade. Okay, so guys, thank you, keep it up. I hope we shall be together on this journey. I shall also start teaching you a few things that I know. So this was my first video, and I hope you guys hop in and subscribe, like and share, so that we can move together. And what I do is just simple trading, simple analysis, not complex, not rocket science, not something that will make you, you know, be like, oh no, the terminologies are too much and all that. No. It's just something that you shall understand. Okay, so thank you guys, keep it locked, and I know that we shall continue trading together, guys. Cheers, and have a good one, guys. God bless you.